Hi everyone, I'm Olga Villaverde. We begin with breaking news on a building collapse in New York City. This all happened about half an hour ago. Firefighters are at the scene of a multi-alarm fire and building collapse in East Village. Reports say dozens of people are hurt and that some people may still be trapped inside. Other reports suggest a possible gas leak explosion may have triggered the collapse. We're going to keep you posted as details come into the newsroom. An Army National Guardsman and his cousin are behind bars accused of planning an ISIS-inspired attack right here in the U.S. Specialist Hassan Edmonds was arrested at Chicago's Midway Airport, where prosecutors say he was planning to fly to Egypt. His cousin Jonas Edmonds was arrested at home. The Justice Department says the two men are charged with conspiring to support ISIS. The two allegedly met with an undercover FBI agent and unveiled a plan to carry out an attack against a military base where Hassan Edmonds had been training. There are claims today that Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl was tortured by the Taliban. Bergdahl's lawyer released a statement today claiming the 28-year-old was beaten with a copper cable and chained to a bed. This just a day after Bergdahl was charged with several counts, including desertion after abandoning his post in Afghanistan back in 2009. After 5 years in captivity, the Army sergeant was freed last year in exchange for 5 Taliban detainees. He now faces up to life in prison. French officials have released new search video from the Germanwings plane crash in the Alps. They're scouring the rugged terrain as they search for the remains of the 150 people on board. Prosecutors today said the cockpit voice recorder revealed the co-pilot intentionally downed that jetliner. They say they could hear the pilot frantically pounding on the door to get inside the cockpit. Screams of the passengers can also be heard in the final moments of that flight. Also now, there's an intense focus on the co-pilot, Andrea Lubitz. German officials say a recent security check on Lubitz found nothing unusual. And in Oklahoma, they're assessing the extensive damage from a series of tornadoes near Tulsa.
I have already declared a state of emergency in 25 counties across the state, which will allow the state of Oklahoma to be able to begin the process of accessing our damage and looking at it and seeing if we qualify for any federal assistance.
And sadly, one person was killed and more than a dozen were injured. Congressman Aaron Schock, once a rising star in the Republican Party, said goodbye today.
I leave here with sadness and humility. For those whom I've let down, I will work tirelessly to make it up to you. I know that God has a plan for my life.
Schock cast his final vote today after resigning amid a growing ethics scandal. The 33-year-old Republican raised eyebrows over his use of taxpayer money for a downtown Abbey-inspired office, as well as trips with his staffers. And that was your latest Newsmax Now update. More coming your way in about 30 minutes. We'll see you then.